Hello everyone. Today we're reviewing Paper Mario, The Thousand Year Door. Now, right off the bat, unlike my other reviews, I've played this game before. When I was younger, I remember playing up to Glitzville. Here's the thing though, when I was a child, I was an idiot. So I got stuck for what felt like forever, not being able to progress. I had a thing when I was younger where I could read but refused to, so it really broke up my memory of the game. I also remember needing my cousins to step in at times to beat levels for me. So, my memory of the game is horrendously fragmented. I do love the first Paper Mario dearly, however, so I found no qualms with giving it another go. However, things are different this time. I'm not a dumb child anymore. Nope. Now, I'm a dumb adult, and I certainly can read a little better. Before continuing, I want to get some housekeeping out of the way and give an obligatory spoiler warning and mentioning of the fact that I will be referring to the game as Paper Mario 2 from here on out. Right off the bat, I think one of the main things I noticed after replaying the original recently is that this game really takes a dive into the paper theme of the world. There are so many more jokes, visual effects, and in-game mechanics that really make you feel like you are playing a game that takes place in a storybook. It is important to me in sequels of games that I enjoyed that they take the original idea, fix its issues, and expand. After playing this game, it feels like the OG was a set and this game was a spike. The hardware advantage the GameCube has over its predecessor really shows just how much Nintendo can improve on a concept without limitations. Paper Mario 2 really holds up well and looks and runs absolutely amazingly. I think in terms of gameplay, Paper Mario 2 has kicked it up in every possible aspect. The combat mechanics are somewhat similar to the original, but with some major changes. One of my favorite changes from the original is being able to switch the order of which Mario and his partner take their turns. This makes the player be able to strategize a little more. For example, letting my partner tank a few hits was how I beat some of the game's hardest challenges. Speaking of the partners, story-wise, all of them are extremely interesting and it is extremely fun to see their little stories unfold. Gameplay-wise, I really only used 4 of them unless the game required me to. I just wanted to throw up a tier list I made of the partners really quickly so you can see how I rank them. I think I've seen that the community is a big fan of Vivian, but Goombella was my MVP by far. Her rally wink ability was just way too useful for me. There are other aspects in the game's combat that also add so many more layers, like the bingo mechanic, the audience interference, and stage hazards that make the combat so engaging. Even when you think you are safe, after causing an earthquake to kill all your foes, whoops, the background of the stage falls on you and now you look foolish. Bosses will often engage with the crowd as well, making for some traumatizing moments I will try to forget. A big caveat to the gameplay is the horrendous inventory management. Rest in peace to all of the items that I had to let rot because I didn't know I was at capacity and pick something up on the road. I actually would have really liked it if the game let you send things to storage when you ran out of inventory space. The only reason this isn't really grinding my gears is because the items, although some can be groovy, will not make or break you. Also, if you get to 450 in the pit of the 100 trials, you will be rewarded with 10 extra inventory spaces. This would have really helped in the beginning of the game, but I saved the pit for the end like a dumb idiot adult. Now that I have mentioned the pit, I feel it is a good time to mention one of my biggest issues with the game. Paper Mario 2 is all over the place with how it rewards the player for playing it. Some of the game's biggest challenges reward the player with underwhelming prizes. For beating the pit of 100 trials, you get a badge that sucks, at least in my opinion. For filling the tattle log and completing the trouble center, you get nothing. I feel this would have been an easy fix too. For the pit, give me the badge, sure, but maybe also give me another 10 inventory slots at 100. For the trouble center, have me unlock Miss Mouse after completion. If you don't want to lock a partner after such a long side quest, then maybe give me a better version of the hammer and boots. I really wish there was way better rewards for going the extra mile in this game. Speaking of the trouble center, another small complaint I have is that I feel I was not properly informed about it. I'm not sure when they announced that I could go there, but I definitely missed it and I had to do all of them back to back near the end of the game. This caused me to have to do a tremendous and obnoxious amount of backtracking throughout the world. Also, on the topic of the troubles, it is a little silly that some can be done before you even accept them, and others you can't. I feel that regarding the troubles, the game purposely wants to annoy you. There are troubles where you have to go to 4 of the game's different areas because you were trying to find someone and just miss them every time. Paper Mario 2's story is told in chapters, and each chapter takes place in their own major areas along with their own unique boss. The chapters are beautifully written and engaging, and all of them feel like their own separate worlds with really interesting characters. For my money, though, the best chapter by far was Keel Hall Key, with Twilight Town and Glitzville following closely behind. The story told in these three are just a cut above the rest. Keel Hall Key has Admiral Bobbery's heart-wrenching story, Twilight Town has the coolest boss in the game, and Glitzville has KP Koopa. The greatest thing about this game's storytelling is its ability to tell that story through its gameplay. Paper Mario 2 is constantly adding more to its characters and plot, even through its major battles and other sequences. One of the clearest examples of this is all of the interactions with the different bosses. You don't just simply fight the bosses. They will taunt you, tease you, and try to get you to do things you don't want to do. Ugh, dude, what? You want me to smell your feet? Ugh, that's disgusting. This game is so much funnier than the original too, and that is no slight against the OG. There are just so many hilarious interactions and jokes that this game really delivers on. Even when you are speaking to a character in the foreground, someone in the background will also be talking, making jokes and whatnot. This really makes the world of the game feel alive. The game's story shifts perspectives often. Jumping from Mario to Peach is normal in the Paper Mario franchise, but when you throw Bowser in the mix, now it's a Mario party. I also think that the game does a great job of forcing the player to engage with it. When you are lost and don't know where to go next, talking to an NPC is a great way to find out where you're going. This little detail makes it so that even the game's unnamed characters feel connected to the world. I feel that it is now time to pause the review to rant about my beef with Nintendo as a whole. It pains me how little respect Luigi gets as a character. No, it doesn't matter that he has one of the best games in the Mario franchise. It doesn't matter that he has saved Mario's ass on multiple occasions. The least Mario could do is listen to him when he speaks. God, Mario can be such an ass. Then this game has the audacity to throw in a scene where Luigi is being an attentive listener while Mario boasts about his adventure. Jesus Christ. Can we all just agree that when it comes to Mario and Zelda, the music just doesn't miss? Every single song that plays in this game is an absolute banger. My favorite song by far is the Moon theme in the 7th chapter. It's absolute heat. Overall, I'm extremely happy that I played this game again. I genuinely hope they remaster it, or at least make it available for some of the younger generation, because, unfortunately, the new Paper Mario games just don't have that same magic that 1, 2, and even 3 had. Thank you all so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe and comment below with a game you would like me to add to my review list.